Ah, here you are, finally, for the big unveiling of the ad campaign. Yeah, stuck my face on that billboard selling throat lozenges. What are you laughing at? Do you know how much money I got paid for this? I didn't want to do it originally, but Greeno, our agent, talked me into it, said it'd help my public image get my face out there, not only in China, but across Asia. Might help me get a job in the future. So it's not that bad. Don't know why you're laughing so much. It's not throat lozenges. How do you know? You can read Chinese. Mate, we've been to 1 million countries together and you've never once tried to learn the language, ever. And all of a sudden now you can read and speak Chinese. Well, if it's not throat lozenges, what is it? Fucking Viagra! He's got me face on a Viagra board selling Viagra across all of Asia. I tell you, Greeno, he stitched me up again, hasn't he? Bastard! Hello and welcome to episode 6 of The Road to Anywhere, my Journeyman adventure, and as always, thanks for joining me. Your view is absolutely massive. Hopefully, you're still enjoying this little adventure with me and my CCPO, McLovin, as we travel across Asia and eventually the world. Hopefully, we'll see where it goes. That's what I love about these kind of saves. Now, you might notice if you look at the top of the screen, we're not in the Champions League. No. Our spot got took off us by DL Pro, the team that knocked us out in the quarterfinals. They beat Beijing in a two-legged final. It's a bloody two-legged final, isn't it? And they lost their playoff game against Melbourne City. So they're not in it either. But do you know what? It's kind of a blessing in disguise. We'll get there eventually, hopefully. I'd like to have been in it. Been great for everything. But kind of frees us up to concentrate domestically and hopefully kick on that a little bit more. Talking of the Champions League quickly, Jeonbuk won it. And it kind of gave me a bit of hope in a way, because I don't know if you remember at Selangor, the 1 year we've been in the Champions League on this series so far, I had them in my group and they did beat me 1-0 at home, but we beat them 4-0 away. Onto the club finances, and yeah, they're not great, right? And I did wonder, is everyone like this? I thought everyone would be, so what I did was I saved the game. I took over a few teams just to have a nosy. But God, some of them have got tons of money. On average, about 10 or 15 million just sat in the bank. Some have got 50 million. There's a team that got promoted this year that had 54 million. Obviously, I've scrapped that save file. I just wanted to have a look. Do you have a nose? Because you don't really know, do you, what they've got in the bank balance unless you take them over. So a lot of teams have got a lot of money. So I'm going to run through quickly. My main 22, obviously you have a 30-man squad, but I have a main 22. The rest of us youngsters filling it out. This is our backup goalkeeper. Of course, this is our goalkeeper, Liu Xiaoxiang, China's number 1. Now, he's on a youth contract. When they're under 23, they can only have a maximum wage of 650 quid. Now, he's contracted till 2029. And I did go through a lot of players, and a few of them have all got new deals. Loughton is the only one who would agree to not have a minimum fee. All the others have kind of made them a little bit bigger, but we're not talking big money, like 2.9, 3 million, that kind of thing. So there's a risk I could still lose a few stars in the future. This kid will not sign another contract though, says we're not good enough for him. Over to right back, and we've got a new lad on a free. I signed quite a lot of freebies. I think I wanted to show him in the last episode, but it went on for about 40 minutes. I had to cut so much out. But we've got him on a free from Shanghai, them, and he's called Chen Yan. Another Chen. This is my backup right back, or one of them anyway. This is my left back. Is the best potential left back. Wang Nan, another free pickup. And this is another one of my left backs. And they're all like this, a lot of my full backs. They're not the best. There's not a lot of good ones that I could even get my hands on. Over to my centre halves, and Yu. I think he keeps on getting better. We get some great reports as the season progresses. Our biggest ever purchase, 1.5 million or something like that. So yeah, very happy to have this lad. Next, it's Jose Eduardo, one of my foreigners, good little player, can cover in midfield. Obviously going to play this year. But I do make a signing later on in the season from Indonesia, of all places, who's probably better, and I'm going to have to make some decisions on what I'm doing, especially because I can only have so many foreigners. I've still got Pan. He's experienced. And then good old Zhang Yu. Eh? Legend. In defensive midfield, I've got Junior still. Did really well for me. I mean, in this league, he's a beast. And I've got players who can cover all over the midfield. It's quite helpful. But we've got a new lad. Dabo. On a free, right? From Generation Foot. Never heard of him. Senegalese. How good does he look? Now, he is an AMC. He's going to play there a little bit. I do tinker with the tactic a bit early in the season. Kind of regret it. Going to try and turn him into a central midfielder. He don't play as much as he wants, but he's very, very good. on paper, so I'm hoping for big things from this kid. He Chow, another experienced player that we picked up on a free halfway through last season. Lu Sen Wen, another experienced player. Does really well for me, to be fair. Got Young Wang. I love a Wang. And it reminds me of, you ever watch Star Wars? Return of the Jedi? When they go to Jabba's palace and I can't remember his name, what's it called? Bib Fortuna with the snake head, and he opens the door and he goes, Iwan Iwanga. That's his line, right? I went to a Star Wars convention and I wish I'd filmed it, and he was there, got his autograph, got a picture with him, and got him to say Iwan Iwanga. It's brilliant. Another youngster that can help out in midfield, Zhang. Another experienced player, I think I talked about him in the last one. Picked him on a free again halfway through last season. Star rating ain't great, physicals ain't great, but he's a good player. Feng Gang, bit of a backup, handy little player to have around the squad. Feng Li though, 20-year-old, I love Feng Beckin Lee. On the right, a backup, don't look great, but he just does this little job for me. He's been here ages, he just does a job, and that's all he needs to do, because this kid is easily our best player. Best player last year. Unfortunately, you didn't get to see him play. Hopefully you do in this episode, because he's brilliant. Up top, I've still got Jose Renard, going into his second year, did really well in the second half of the season. Going to rotate a little bit because we've got a new Brazilian to replace the other Brazilian that left who broke his leg. Signed on a free, 33 years as well. But he's a good player still. If we just get a season out of him, I'll be very happy. Now, I think I've showed you the main ones. This is China. And that is still a good team. They link up very well, a lot of them. But you might have also noticed we played a league game. That's because I got a bit giddy and forgot to save it and just played and then went shit. I was supposed to be making an episode, so I have played one league game. And I won 5-0. Top of the league. Can we stay there though? Well, we're not favourites to win that league. We are 5th. But I've got a good team here. I think we can do well. But a lot of these other teams, they have got good players, good Chinese players, and it's tough. I think it's going to be a lot tougher this year. So the club just want to top our finish, and they want to get to a semi-final of the Chinese FA Cup. This is it. This is our thing this year. This is all we've got to worry about. I mean, I'd like a good cup run, but if I'm playing easy teams, I'm going to B-team it because I want to get in the Champions League, and to do that and guarantee it happens, got to get top 2. Now the staff, some did leave, and I've got spaces here to fill. I do work on it as the season goes on, but the staff's very good. And what I want to do maybe this year is try and save as much money as possible, because I don't know if you notice on the finance page, even when I sell a player, they're not giving me any of it. 0, right? So my goal for this season was to do as well as we could, but really trim this down, like trim down that under 21 squad. Have the most minimal squad I can, because we're getting no investment. There is 0 investment. There's no money coming in massively. I need to squeeze every penny out I can, especially for a 3rd season, because I definitely want to stay here for a 3rd season. Oh yeah, I jumped the gun a little bit because we ended the episode right at the end of the season, but the manager of the month hadn't been announced. I won the last manager of the month, and so I should. Did you see that run I went on? I think we won the last 10 games on the bounce. So I did win something last year, one little manager of the month. It just makes it look a little bit better. I also want to quickly explain something. Now, I've talked about this over the years, and long-time subscribers know the score, how I work, my process. But obviously I get new subscribers and people ask me, how do you get through a season so quickly? It takes me a week. Well, my explanation for that is, if I'm playing casually and I want on YouTube, it might take me a week. I might fanny around a bit more. I might look at stuff and waste a lot of time. I am a football manager machine. I have a YouTube channel to run, and I have streamlined my system over the years, and I'm very good at blasting out seasons because I've got a very good computer. In between games, when I've got nothing to do, I will holiday and it'll go straight away, quick as shit, right? I don't mess about. A lot of games I'll play, I just have the text on because I'm very old and I used to play this game a long time with just text, not even 2D. I've got friends who won't even touch 2D, let alone 3D, because they're old school. And I can take enough out of that, and I can do that, and it helps speed things up. I just motor through it. I don't watch a lot of TV. The only time I watch TV is when I'm editing a video, and I might watch Star Wars or something Marvel, something like that. I've got this great deal with my wife, and I've explained it before. When we go to bed at night, got 3 or 4 hours, she gets to watch what she wants on telly, all the crap women watch, and she allows me to play this, so I can bust out hours at night. I come home in the day, if I'm not filming, I'll bust it out. 2 or 3 days I can get through a season, so hopefully that might just put that to bed a little bit. But one thing, you might not know this, is if you don't play yourself, you don't get any awards, no manager of the months, no manager of the years, nothing, and you don't get any stats. Try it if you've never done it. Take over a team that's going to win a lot, guaranteed. Don't play a single game. Simulate the season. You'll get to the end of the season. You might have won the league. You might have won a cup. Right? Come to this page and that'll say 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So that's why I always show you this, because I am doing it myself. So we now have good training facilities and average youth facilities. As you know, the facilities were getting improved. They do not want to do any more with it. I'm pretty sure they said to me at one point, we want to concentrate on bringing players in. Well, give me some goddamn money and I would. Well then, we're doing pretty well. Got a good team. They have a very good team, but it was challenging at first. I was a little bit worried, but we've kind of got things together. Not too many new players. A lot of players know each other. Lots of link-ups. It's been really, really good. At this point, of 110, drawn 2, lost 3, and we're not far off Shandong, who are class. Got loads of top players. And these are our results in the league. Obviously, we started off really well. You know that, 5-0. Then a drew, and then we won. Then I got beat off DL Pro again. Bit of my bogey team. Beat Shanghai, which is great for us. Got battered off Shandong, but fair enough. Won a game, lost a game against a team that's just got promoted, who we knocked out the cup last year. Yeah, then I was starting to think, oh, shit. But fantastic run together at this point. Chengdu, I think they've just got promoted as well, and just beat them 2-1. Over to the cup, we played a team, SC, whatever. Beat them 2-0, and a B team did. And then B team 2001 China NYT. That I think is like an army team. Your players go off for military duty, right? When they're a certain age, they go off for a year and join this team. A couple of my lads are in that team. Fair enough. That's quite cool. You go and join the army, but you still play football. Quite like that. Only just scraped it through. It was a B team though, but we did it. And now, again, just like last year, I've got DL Pro in the fucking quarterfinals. This is a squad arranged by average rating. Brandon Loughton, he's just easily my best player. Love him to pieces. Liu Sin Wen, you know, one of the midfielders that don't look great. Star rating, but fantastic player. Look at his ability. Welfon, my new Brazilian, doing a decent job, to be fair. Feng Li, I mean, Yu, Jose Renard's done good when he's played. I've got a good solid team, especially my starting 11. Even when you look to that defence, you think it's weak. You know, there's not a lot of top players in this league, so I don't care about that. I think I've got a great team. So it's now the 5th of August and the transfer window just shut at this point. That's why I've saved it. But we'll have a quick look. And we are second and still in touching distance for a goddamn title, but still not too far away from Shanghai and DL Pro. It's getting quite competitive and it was getting quite exciting. Got a big game coming up at this point. So that run carried on, as you can see. Win, 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 win. And then we got beat off Conte. I tell you what, we absolutely, it was like 29 chances to 6 or something like that. It's now the 26th of August and we've come back for a specific reason, but let's quickly look at the league and you can see we are still second. 119, drawn 2, lost 6. Only 4 points off the top, but only 1 point ahead of Shanghai. And I lost that game against the Evergrande. Beat our rivals. They're our one and only rivals. CZ Mighty Lions. Beat Chengdu again. And then again, 1-0. Remember up there, 1-0. Got beat off a newly promoted side. But the real reason I'm here is because we've got to a cup final. Yes, we've got to the cup final. Got my revenge on DL Pro. 4-2. Have some of that. And then played that team who aren't very good. It's now the 25th of October and Shandong have just won the title. And that gap extended a little bit, as you can see. I didn't expect to win it at all. I was more concentrated on hanging on for dear life to second. Of course, it's games against. Now, we beat them in the first game this season 2-0. And then this game, Christ on a bike. Again, we should have won it. Lost it 3-2. They scored in the 92nd minute. Fuck. We pulled one back in the 96th minute, but it wasn't enough. So if it's games against and we've won and they've won, so I'm pretty sure that means, because I've won one, they've won one, it will go back. Will it go back to goal difference? And we've got a massive goal difference. And they're 20 goals. So here we are now. It's the 7th of November. 1 game left to play in the league. We're away at Shanghai. Conte Shanghai, who are 4th, and we are still level on points with the other Shanghai, who are playing DL Pro in 5th. So we've both got a tough challenge there, haven't we? So if we reverse the dates, you can see where we've kind of faltered, but we played good teams, to be fair. Obviously them draws hurt, but we beat DL Pro. Massive result again, massive. Jose Renard with 2 goals. We've got newly promoted Chengdu, who we beat 2-1 at their place and I think 2-0 at our place. So, you know, we should really be beating these over 2 legs, and I fully expect us to, but I kind of think now, really, Champions League should be secure, because it doesn't matter now. If we balls this last game up in the league and we dropped out a 3rd, as long as we win the cup, we should be alright. But if we fall down a 3rd in the league and Chengdu beat us in the cup, we're not in the Champions League again. So yeah, squeaky bum time. Oh man, we scored pretty much straight from kickoff. It's just been disallowed, but it was class. Watch this pass from Junior. He's got a great passing in, by the way. Down by Fengley, blasting the top corner. That has pissed me off. So Shanghai winning 1-0, so we have dropped to 3rd. Come on, boys. So we really did dominate that first half, but they have come right back into this. This is worrying. DL Pro have equalised. I don't know if you noticed that then. They have equalised. So we've pushed back up to 2nd, and while we're on a highlight, let's stay on it. Let's see if anything happens. Here's Dabo. Go on, Dabo. Right, into injury time. Nothing's happened. It's been shit, this game. Second half's been shit, to be fair. Full time, I've not seen a result from anywhere else. So if it was still 1-1, we're 2nd. It was 2-1. Why didn't that second goal pop up for me? It genuinely didn't. So that's even better. So we've got not only better goal difference, we've got more points. Fully deserved. Runners up. Guaranteed Champions League football, because it's right there in black and bastard white. Oh, and the budget. Oh, what am I going to spend all that money on? Wages, 3 players. Well, that's it. So of course we're going to be playing Chengdu, who finished 12th, who we've beaten twice already this year. It's about 13 days till the first leg, so let's get to it. But before we get into that final, 2-legged bloody final, this is the final squad arranged by average rating. You can see that Welthon, the Brazilian's had a great season. He's been a good player, had a few knocks. He's 33. He's got a lot of interest. He actually wants to go. I think he will be going at that age. Like I said, I'm gonna have a look, readjust these foreigners. It all depends on what's available for me, who I can bring in. It's all going to be free transfers. So here we are for the first leg, and I'm very, 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 very excited. Look at that formation. Majority of teams in Asia play 4-4-2, but fair play to them. The only worry is Jose Eduardo is injured, so Pan has come in. He's not fully fit, the old man. Hopefully he don't let me down. So here we go. And there's a freaking highlight straight away. Loughton, the main man, with the corner. He Chow is going to pick it up. Love these names. Still makes me want... Oh! He's an old man. He's not good enough. You're damn right he is. Let's calm the nerves a little bit. Very, very happy with that. Not going to lie. Look at that packed stadium. Chinese FA Cup. I really want a trophy. I think winning a trophy here surely has got to add a bit more weight to our CV. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm loving Asia. We're definitely staying for another year. I want some continental football, and we've got that. I'm very excited to build what could be a new team over the break and go for it and see what we can do. But I don't know if I'm done with Asia. I still want to go to Korea. Oh! And hopefully putting in this good shift in China will help us maybe move there someday. That's the one place I really want to go, because I've never been. It's been a very, very long time since I've done anything in Korea. It's probably been a personal save and I got bored of it. But this is a different kettle of fish, and I really, really want to try Korea out and see what we can do. Hopefully get into a big team, win something quick. And then I think that's what I want to do, but you don't know if that's going to happen. And then I think I might open the world up and open a vote up at some point. 15 minutes ago in the first half, and they've got a highlight. I think it's the first highlight. Did you? It went a bit funny then. Don't know why, but it looked like he pushed him. Christ, if he did push him, how's he not got sent off? Right, can China's number 1 do the thing? No. No, we're playing better. Better average ratings. Stats look a bit equal though. Oh, and there's a highlight right at the end of the first half. No. No. My God. Well, it's half time, and them stats are pretty equal, and they've kind of edged it. But I still feel like we were better. Like, we've seen more from my team. I think they need an ass kicking, a wake up call. So here we go, second half, and it's an instant highlight for Chengdu. And they've took the lead. Dong Ding Hao, you fucking... Right, well, that's a great way, innit, to start the fucking second half. I mean, we are away from home, but they are newly promoted, and we're a team that's finished third and second over the last 2 years, so I fully expect us to turn the screw, get back into this game, and demolish them. It's Feng, look at him. He's full of skills, full of techers, full of passion. Can he get it into the box? He does! And Dabo, how did that not go in, Dabo? Oh, apparently we got a penalty then. I wasn't reading, I was stressing out. Someone got the shirt pulled. Right, come on, Lou. The legend that is. He's never missed a penalty. Right, free kick. Oh, get it in, scramble it out. Just put your foot through it. Oh, God. Well, they're coming at us, and I'll tell you what, they play some good football up until this point. Don't know how much you're going to see, but we've just ruined it. Renard, cut him out. Threads it through to Feng Li on the left-hand side. Feng Li, little dude, charging forward, men all around him, turns around, passes it into Renard. What a little bit of football from them two. Right, come on. Come on. Oh, what a game. Fucking hell. Seriously. And that's it. Full time. 3-3. What a game though, eh? So I'm just about to pick the team for the second leg. Feng Li's in international duty. So's the goalkeeper. So's Yu. Three of my very, very top players. I've just accepted a £250,000 bid for Welfun. He's just turned 34. Thank you very much. £250,000. That's like 10 billion to this club. Shit. So welcome to the second leg. It's still a good team I've put out there. Maybe weak defensively, maybe weak in goal. Still good going forward. Here we go. Showtime. Oh God, I can't believe there's an international crossing over with their FA Cup game. That should be changed. In reality, it would be changed. I mean, we've had to wait a week. Just change the dates, for God's sake. And there you go. What a start. Wang Nan. But as always, thank you, you beautiful person, for sticking with this journey. Me and my CCPO. McLovin, he hates that name, but it's tough shit. That's his new identity. Oh, 2-0. Genuinely appreciate it. As long as this series keeps getting the love, I'll still have the passion to play it. I've got more than enough passion to play it, more than enough passion to create it. And it could go on all the way till FM23. Why not? I want to stay as random as possible in other journeymans. Oh my God. There you go. That's why he's the best player. You've seen it for yourself. I've always worked my way to big teams and ended up at big teams towards the end. I kind of don't want to do that. I'd like to go to Eastern Europe again, South America, Scandinavia, and not maybe go to Barcelona. But anyway, it's half time. And it's 3-0 to us, 6-3 in aggregate. I can feel that trophy. I can feel it. Can you? I can smell it. I'm going to fill it with Chinese beer or whatever they drink. And get pissed. Talking of getting pissed, while you're watching this, if you watch it the first few hours it comes out, I'll be out, lads' night out. Cannot wait. Go to Manchester, or town as we call it. We don't go out as much as we used to. We've been out once this year for my mate's birthday in February, and it's my mate's birthday now. So yeah, all the lads are coming out apart from my best friend Jamie Cardwell, you might have seen in quite a few videos in the past, because he's got some dental work done, costing him 280 quid. So he's the only one that's going to be missing, but it should be mint. And I cannot wait to do some team building. Someone asked they want to see my notes. You don't want to see my notes, my handwriting's shit. But I do have this book. I'll try and show you now. It's just a little black book. And here are just pages of shit. Anyway, here's Dabo. Really turned to a good player this year. Oh, love it. I love this. This is what we are. I'm giving the Brazilian, he's done well for us, a swan song. He's come on for Brandon Loughton. He can play on the right. Say goodbye to the fans, because he's done well for us this year, to be fair. But at 34, someone offered you 250 grand. Good goal, Dong. Dong Ding How. Didn't he score against me in the last one? Here's Loughton. I thought I'd made the change. I've not done it, have I? Do it. Oh, you can have a minute. I thought I'd made it. Happens quite a lot on here, and I think I've talked about it in the past. Sometimes when I'm trying to change mentality, I think I've done it and I haven't. I think I've clicked it and I haven't. And then I thought I'd changed him and I hadn't. But anyway, who cares? He might not even get on the pitch, to be fair, if we keep passing it around like freaking Brazil. There he is. Jose took a touch. Well, there we go, boys and girls. I don't think there's many girls. I think when I look at my stats, it's 0.1% is female. So whoever you are, thank you very much, love, for watching. Hopefully you don't get offended by me calling you love. It's a term of infection from where I'm from. But anyway, lads and lasses, this is awesome. This is the best one yet, I think. Do you know what's awesome? We've just won this club its first ever domestic major trophy. an FA Cup. Not only that, the highest ever finish was a 4th place, so finishing 3rd and 2nd, best ever finishes, so we are growing this into something. The deal for the Brazilian wealth on has gone through, 250 grand. He'll be leaving us pretty soon. You know, the bank balance ain't great, but tons of players are leaving also on a free, and I'll be freeing up another 7.5 grand in wages, and that's going to only increase. I just need to maximise them wages, try and secure again a few more players that we've got, and use that in the free agency market. That isn't a manager of the month. I didn't win any this year. That is an award I didn't even know exists. It's not manager of the year for the league. I got manager of the year with the FA Cup, which is pretty cool. As you can see there, 2026 Chinese FA Cup best manager. On to next year. Well, mate, what a season we have just had. So happy with how it all went. I know I was going to change everything, but maybe there's something in that feng shui thing, because look at the season we've just had. Your cone placement, I've never seen cones positioned that way. Is that feng shui cone placement? Mate, you can crack on with that. Take it around the world with us, maybe. You can teach other chief cone placement officers how to place cones like you. You should open a school. And talking to schools, I've heard a former colleague of mine has opened a school across Asia, which is explaining a lot. I'm gonna have to get in touch with him and find out what that's all about. But to everyone at home, thank you as always for watching me and him on our little adventure. It's massively appreciated, genuinely is. If you feel kind, you can always hit the thumbs up, comment, and even subscribe if you are new. Right, I'm gonna have a little holiday, I think. Nice break, a nice relax. I don't know where we're gonna go yet. Start planning for a title challenge, the FA Cup, most of all, God damn Champions League, hey? Unis never say die.